So that's the main one to figure out what's right now for like in India to make a thing for that today ending up turning into war that is not that I'm looking at. Definitely I'm looking at that point for that today to be figure out which balance that is used to use as black telepathic power to locate if you locate access like it's not that of yeah, definitely I'm putting that balance that telepathic power might be had that alone enough of that company to be able to do that use that minds or the minds in that that enough of letter I definitely like to case the being of friends and that way rather might be even at present that might be on the exact direction leading to that this might be like active of the case of one of the great. So like at that point I'm looking for that today I think that's the direction of that practice to like the location of that is still like but like at that point I'm looking like where wanting to be like the one to get driven and defeat that like not terrible. So like where at that point if they're training today that it would only today it will lack that that is the one to getting that to that that the robot to the grave it's not that what different and that way like I'm producing an intense pattern between that spiritual intense pattern between like one and gray having a bit like I'm producing gray into the specific environment like it's not a pattern of the beginning and at that point we really that the location of that not black black swan will be that way I'm going to want to be gray sitting in my brain is going to be gray to be the first person to make it to finally make it towards like that's where I'm producing at that point for like an intense pattern between that gray and that's happening in which I'm totally putting access that for an individual great that is not that important thing. And definitely I'm trying by that I'm going to think positive of that during that point where like grade is getting defeated by that flat like for the maps is trying to make it to what land is selected which is not that about so like I'm going to find answer states like I'm going to first to be most likely what may be lag due to cancer that being material like I'm bring that the effects of like material lag which might be like the sort of lag and that's not be able to lag at present get past that the enchantment so that's the meaning of the language so definitely I'm consider that the effects of lag the what might be that the effects and lag the power which might be the same lag the material and those different things will be getting early more and more as like that up to itself or like you know to get selected if you're get selected then when I take on like that will now that is the thing that has to be ending up getting managing to that group or that strength and if you told it the power of a good hero I know you have to be able to like get us select and then when you get then by smash or with the still remaining trapped within like the intended respective not so like that way I'm going to bring that now to whether I'm able to take a line to making it towards that by sheer point with not to under the seriously blessing for like and ending up by just on making it towards like that selectable now that number. But that way I'm not different for like an can pass in that not to like happening but like if I'm not different not to not work any chance to get like that but like I'm not different eventually and number depend three lakh the 3 hour mark that getting profit the time limit getting focus to like the 3 hour mark. So like at that point I'm going to define that unleashing more and more different trying to actually to definition like that is I just not to get not available. So that at that point when I'm looking for like more power of what might be that if you don't within that not to that getting a release with sort of something in lack regardless of how much lack it will be attending to like between and not just if you have the battle that not being able to and like now to still keep getting back up the value sometimes like so if it's not it's terrible like so that we have to bring that milestone path like the career like the scenario that I'm going to try and I'm supposed to bring you up because I don't like the battle enough in like a sort or like the opportunity that I'm sort of bringing for like particularly after like the 3 hour mark will be passing that I'm going to try that to be able to like the business to grades by the like now it's better for the point. So by then I'm going to bring definitely one like 3 hour mark will be passing I'm going to bring like the better five uh, Lucy and others like I'm sort of bringing automatically learning that to like not reflecting not that is definitely I'm thinking of my friends that like maybe has no interest in that job to break down Lucy and others might be like actually just like it doesn't need my history and so and if you bring people for will be able to like get back just lack the fear of the like getting like so different all this happening definitely in the scenario that I'm going to bring and that way I'm told different once by the time that way 15 past like 3 hours now that like that is the who the sitting like this scenario that is like by the numbers of time macro. At that point, the internal as well will become down. Like automatically friends now channel. That way, I'm looking macro. Uh, and we can also matching towards that sort of remember that that would have to be the answer. At that point, I'm looking at a huge crowd, like not only the real members, but like a that the people of Mongolia as well to be surrounding that and so they didn't have to get now that about so that once that man goes going into that okay at that point I'm looking what might be that is fragile. Then that can might have been to that at that point for that is to like shout out to like the people of like Mongolia that don't they things that time to like matter to like along the line term so they think might to ask like the people of like Mongolia to have matter of as well as like the religion members that we have through like the public that like they want like structure and like they want the person to be like the strongest member of like the kind of strong member of the to be along the line term to like connect maybe both things that we know the that way into like pleasing like the master position maybe along the lines of like radiant man and like that you can make me step even crazy. Like I'm doing more of feel that doing exactly that, but like I'm going to bring to like at that point to like is great strong like I'm going to bring for like the public that in an embracement or like shouting out to like to that they don't want like to be the such of black man or like he like bringing master of like the very skill because like Magnolia not only affection but like Magnolia also need peace which would definitely not be possible if like that is becomes like the market. So I'm totally in the crowd, like the people of the Magnolia not really shouting out that basically that they want either macro to like continue being like the master or like only a person of like macro to choosing to be like the next master like to be around the next like so public shouting that like uh shock like so like feeling fixing out that I'm developing. Yes, the like definitely my clear ambition right now for like rate of to like that means struggle and but still eventually manage to between phrases like feeling to that phrase that which song is actually now it's better but I'm still you know my experience with that like even after like phrase as well as like evergreen would be defeated like I'm talking for example sitting as like that would be most likely ending up uh making it towards like evergreen just like even it's not a kind of a so that and in this battle between that and evergreen happening is that that's that eventually like it evergreen just like the in the scenario is kind of like still number different for like the enchantment well as well as that specified state of ability and the that remaining margin that the three our finally sitting or like the scenario that I'm sitting on. But in the case of that like the back between that real and free like the moment we was about the mother opportunity is related to to like at that point the company between like the dad and the for yeah coming and then that was not because that meant like that condition that left is I don't have a that in the specific stadium might be like the goes in the treatment that we are really making it towards that what is done. But like I'm totally different by the time we are returning back but like the medicine for like with like the cure for like the presentation number things that it's being too late and like the 3 hours time leaving the team or like 2 6 hours that we have still do not the original for that for the team of technical grades that would be ending up in like the first to like make it towards like stand up to different grades finding the feeling and doing that not only after like defeating this joke but like more different after leading the term to different studying the mastering for like grade running into where and they also have selected it where so like the play must be there and right and that it so maybe might have to like I use in that cut like almost around like stage for like it's to be able to perform to this land of it might be like the kind of application that is still really like it happens definitely when you're able to so like we are going to bring up like the bad of the front to this like one of that great like ice match into the landing at the helmet of that explode and that ending up destroying explode helmet that and that way exposing explode explode ice to left to the right at that point I'm different explode do not be able to at least listen that match of like the 90 and at that point that's one of the man someone would bring for creating that will be end up repeating flow like we now said so definitely not the numbers right now for that macro for them right now the flow with like explains for like them of different taking the decision initially taking the decision to that none of that is not our that the master of decision to like like now is that so that has that not has like macro would be about to do that I'm definitely bring that now to the in the way and definitely not to getting macro that is definitely not going to allow macro to do that sex not that so like at that point I'm looking macro like most likely it was like a mentioned nine of like control in that macro shouting out and holding now so telling now to that like macro how badly like how desperate that system becomes like the amount of declarative so like macro simply can't work like the that is like process team members like turning into chance that better the charges that when chance to be allowed to jump to different like macro holding as well at that so that at that point I'm going to be for like projection being absolutely right at any taxes thinking at that point that finding is going to be like the mass of secretary so like I was like I'm not only about to announce like I'm notifying that the last second I'm notifying for like the deal for typical dealing like a term voice like a macro to like a bit more of like a phase in this that secretary will not work to be along the lines like telling to be around the lines getting telling macros like it's not that and get I'm looking telling macro that like there's still plenty of time left that we that is that the once like the 3 hour time limit is like almost about 3 hours and still if that absolutely no one has haven't created like the kind of legend set at that point macro can announce the latter of the unit on like the master position to get up the line it will selling macro at that point and that making a lot of sense to like macro and I'm not that way Shazzy is slowly getting up and basically while with like within 6 mile like scaring had lack to the lack frustrated solution at that point of like in the scenario that I'm looking and like and they would slowly leave that building like to make not that I'm looking so that and I'm totally praying for like they would to be like the one to injury take on fixed slope and degree fixed slopes. Like it's not that appropriate. And I'm sitting in a temperature for like degree has that degree ever been and I'm totally which is sitting the temperature for like natural usually totally I'm like getting into living the thing like I'm totally getting past like the enjoyment that seems the thing at that point like not to be even more frustrated of like not being able to like, take past and like the battery like not that I'm so like that absolute frustrated and desire to like take part in like the battery and just sitting in like all of that that crossing that what might be a power with like the theorem maybe present within like now like capabilities more and that now to like getting past that enchantment eventually one that very less time would be less than that way of trying now to eventually ending up at that at like Freed's location, Freed I'm going to bring mentally like coming back to like the center of the city. So like at that point I'm going to bring like now to ending up running into that Freed and like I'm going to bring into battle between like now and Freed happening and like now to defeating Freed as well as like Freed defeating this job as well as like has that defeating ever made that these three things like happening simultaneously as the moment like the enchantment will be like shown like the result of that final three battle like I'm going to bring to 3 hour time limit macro to be structured and like 3 hour time limit to be up to like and that way like macro properly looking at like the specified stages or like specified stages like instead of turning into text into sand like running back to like normal and this is like the liquid now that I'm looking over like but see my texture impression that sitting on this like metallic gunner as well like the dragon metallic gunner as well might have given schedule an item exactly like the engineering staff might be that actually the city of implementation. This is like exactly like natural language cities as well. Who might be don't care a lot about like metallic and I might be using that item to put them at all times most likely in the pocket which might be the time zone structure. Might be that the case that need might be very impressive. So might be that tiny stone structure that might be at triggering that enchantment and causing the glitch to that get past like that. Then and it might be that that is the case that we might be able to like I'm just trying right now for like schedule without much delay or like figuring it out and display scheduling of that day like giving that stone structure what might be the stone structure for the to that nothing and labs with that need a space that telling now to like take good care of it until digital returns back that within the scenario that I'm going to solve it for it. That way I'm going to continue at that point that getting spark that and affecting the scenario that is going to be at. And that way according to my friends, they are sitting with my friends or like natural as well managing to like get sparks left enchantment to go like the 3 hour time with your and at that point I'm going to find like now to giving like that exact so much of in like the placing it in like the hands of that matter and that they probably that scenario that I'm going to go with. Since the like the name of the right now is that like it might be nothing that for dates that might have source like magic home. Might be like actually the case the name of the right? The actual of the game might be such that like what might have happened to that song in like the long distance of might have been that one of the expo that might have most likely had like Ethereum system. So that person jump might be like the case name of the game. So that they might have featured that the Ethereum system and that might be how that a sub back that might have site might be like that certificate of name of the game and like for like that certificate might be such that like want Ethereum to get consumed by that into like the body that the actual certificate might be that hours that might be required, like the time of that an hour might be needed, an hour or more might be required for like the fuel to get consumed into like the body might be like electricity, the human credit. So like the biggest regard of suppose that might also put a sublime in that side of state might have been what might have happened. And that way the theory of might have got consumed might have been what might have happened, and it might have been that exact factor which might have since then might have also like all of that magic used against like attack to have it like getting up since then might have been that that could have actually is the legal experience. So like it might not just be like Nantus magic, but like all magic that against that comes against like might be having in like how it is to have might be like that's what it is friend. So like as for Nantus as well after like some physics like Ethereum like when that when the case might be for then like Nantus depend might have had that upgrade exactly like similar to server like at present like it might be any man used against like Snapchat move used against Snapchat might be only having its like power limited to half of its like but might be like that to the situation that we might trend. So like I'm so different maybe the factor itself of so different like NATO injury subsidiary in like take advantage of to maybe get fast and break through and get past that instant like barrier. So also like getting to scenario experiment with the correctly the like name of the program, somebody else was like the PSM to like stop and prevent like incident from taking part in like the match of players. Just like in this now that about my production thought that like after going like was getting into incidents way and that was and that's why like an incident battle between that like and this is happening. Like in this now it's that but in which like I'm literally like lacks even those through grades for around the still defeating but still just like the now that I'm but the difference in the case of like Naruto, the different matches that the begin like career and like they give battles to be again that big slope and that is to be like that kind of thing. So like I'm not bring back to be exactly I'm still get a map frame written for like these four battles I'm going to bring racing like some conclusion. Not before but it's like more like the three of them like in good scenario that I'm